Alright guys, so before we move on to solving our word problems, we have to review our learning target and our success criteria. Our learning target here in orange says, I can solve word problems involving multiplication and division, which is something that we have been practicing all school year. And then our success criteria is, I am successful when I can do these 4 steps. You're successful when you can represent the problem with a picture, when you can use a letter to represent the unknown part of the problem, when you can choose the correct operation, whether that's add, subtract, multiply, or divide, and when you can solve and explain why the answer makes sense. All right, let's move on to our word problem for today. All right, hey guys, it's Miss Lauver again. You're still balanced on top of some SpaghettiO cans this morning, and I'm going to work through a 2-step word problem here for you all, and I'll show you step by step how I do each part and how I get to my final answer. All right, so the question is, Braylon has 3 boxes of cookies. The first box has 24 cookies, the second box has 18 cookies, and the last box has 14 cookies. He shares the cookies equally for 8 classmates. So how many cookies does Braylon give to each classmate? All right, so the first step that we do is we always underline and circle the important parts of our question. So right here, let's see. I'm going to underline 3 boxes just in case that's important. But I also want to underline the number of cookies that are on each box. So the first box there's 24 cookies, the second box has 18 cookies, and then the last box has 14 cookies. He shares the cookies equally. That's a very important word, equally, with 8 different classmates. So how many cookies, and then we underline our question, I'll do that one in blue. So our final question is, how many cookies does Braylon give each classmate? All right, well, the first step I have to figure out is, well, how many cookies does Braylon have altogether? So I'm going to put a number 1 up here. My first step is to add up the total number of cookies that we have. So the first box has 24 cookies. The second box has 18 cookies. I'm going to check them off because I've used those numbers. And then the last box has 14 cookies. And when I want to find out the total number of cookies, remember total means to add. So the first step that we're going to do is add. So let's add up all of this. So if I do 4 plus 4, well, that equals 8. And now I have 8 plus 8, that equals 16. So we carry the 1. And then let's add the tens column up. So 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 1 more is 4, plus 1 more is 5. So Braylon so far has 56 cookies. And remember, if you need help adding up your tens and ones column, you can always draw a picture. You can always draw your dots. So you could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 8. And then if you count up those dots, you would still get 16. All right, so that's the first step. So we've used these numbers. We're not going to use those numbers again. So now I see here the word equally. He equally splits the cookies with 8 different classmates. And when we see the word equally, for us, we know that's a key word for either multiplication or division. But if he's splitting the cookies amongst 8 different people, we know that's going to be division. So he has 8 different classmates. I'm going to move it on up just a little bit. So he has 56 cookies that he is sharing with 8 classmates. All right, and some of you might be able to do this inside your head, but I'm going to show you a picture to help you solve your answer. So if I have 8 classmates, I could draw 8 groups or 8 people. So I'm just going to draw, you know what, I'll draw 8 people. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, there are my people. I know they don't look the greatest, but it'll work. So I used the 8, and now I have 56 cookies. So we would take our cookies and we would split them equally into each group or to each person. And the kids who come to my room, you know that when we split something equally, we take turns. And all that means is we start with the first one, and then we'll go to the second, to the third, to the fourth, and all the way down the line. And then we'll restart back over. So I'll show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we go back to the beginning. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, and 56. And I'm only going to go up to 56 because that's the number of cookies that he had altogether. So if we looked at my picture now, we're going to focus on just one person. So let's look at this first person right here. Well, how many cookies did this one person get? Well, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we know that Braylon had 56 cookies, and he shared them between 8 different classmates, and each classmate got 7 cookies. So that would just look like this. 56, and that was step 2, by the way. So our last step would be 56 cookies divided by 8 classmates equals 7 cookies. So the question was, how many cookies does Braylon give each classmate? Well, Braylon, I'm going to put Bray, gives each classmate 7 cookies. All right, I hope this helped you guys just a little bit with a refresher on how to do multi-step word problems. All right, talk to you all soon. Bye.